Who says Halloween is just for kids? But when it comes to finding an adult costume for that Halloween party, for example, no one likes knowing they'll only wear the costume once before it ends up in a landfill the day after Halloween. In The Real Deal, how you can use local vintage stores to recreate a store-bought costume using a little creativity and a lot of care about the environment. Searching for the perfect Halloween costume can shake your nerves, but a vintage shop in Jersey City promises to make the experience a whole lot easier and a lot more fun.
Vintage shopping, if it isn't fun, you're not doing it right.
So I jumped back in time to give it a try. The inspiration behind this look.
All right, so the inspiration here is Bad Sandy in Olivia Newton-John in Grease, when she goes all rocker and like bad girl.
It sure does feel that way. Warren Franz owns Another Man's Treasure, where clothing choices range from the late 1800s to Y2K. He says going to a vintage store like his is a sustainable way to shop.
We don't have to buy a brand new made costume that maybe is gonna be like a one night only thing and tossed away. Those are great cowgirl boots.
All made in USA?
Made in USA.
Oh, that's another plus, right?
That's something good about shopping in vintage. You'll be able to find things, not just made in China stuff. You can have made in USA, maybe made in Italy, made in Spain, made in England, like me.
This is a 1930s rose silk dressing gown.
This is real Hollywood glamour, like old school Hollywood glamour.
Yeah, Rita Hayworth, Jean Harlow.
This is my Stevie Nicks, witchy-inspired, fashion-forward Halloween look.
These ladies take full advantage of the sustainable clothing lifestyle.
You're reusing these beautiful pieces that have been made with care. These things last so long because people handmade these things.
I feel like the shawl and the scarf, you can always pair that with something casual. It can be dressed up, it can be dressed down.
And it might not be that it's like super, super cheap, but it's like something that people could love and get use out of and have value in and actually feel really good in as well.
Warren says after Halloween, some people are getting use out of even the most outrageous outfits, like this one.
So you kind of got like a gas station worker, Americana look going on.
Yeah, from like the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, exactly. What's interesting is the jumpsuit, the coveralls kind of look, the workwear look is really big in fashion right now.
So this is something that you could incorporate into your everyday look. Some people are doing that right now?
Absolutely. It's escapism, it's immersive shopping, forget about outside. Come into a vintage shop and disappear through the eras and the decades.
Oh, I disappeared all right. It was great. As the owner of Another Man's Treasure indicated, vintage stores are not cheap, but the savings come because you can reuse the items for sure. He says that if you're on a tighter budget, you can always go thrifting at places like Goodwill, the Salvation Army, or any secondhand store, but you'll have to put into more work into finding that perfect look.
Oh my gosh.
There you go, right?
So did you want to walk away with anything? Because you sasaid there were some things from like the 1800s there too?
There were some things from the 1800s.
Wow.
I didn't try those on because they were way too delicate. I didn't want to, mess anything up with that. But it was fascinating to see the different eras that was in that store for sure.